What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Make sure sound works. I kind of did a little new settings. Everything on the weekend. Did a little new settings. Yep. All right. So try to get up where I could share my fractal chart at the same time, which gives you that support and resistances. So if we're able to hold 41.31, we're definitely going to be 41.43, 41.57, 41.66. If we have a 5-man close underneath 41.31, we're going to see 41.27, 41.26, 41.21. This was a good, decent long earlier. If I could get it kind of looking good. Still working on the overall right here, that black support here. It's a fractal support, so it's not a linear support. So the price here is 41.27. The price here is 41.22. But on fractals, they do have a double bottom. Boom, nice long from 41.27 all the way up to 41.34. That could have been a decent nice long. So that's what I'm looking at on kind of this fractal chart I have over here. Hopefully it works out and kind of mess around with these settings for a few minutes. I'm still working on it, and hopefully I could leave my charts up. Even though if I'm not talking, I could still leave my charts up. I have to click on yes to get it to refresh. It is delayed 15 minutes. Another thing, data's really expensive on this program, so we're delayed a little bit, but you still have your support and resistances there. So I mean, it's pretty simple, and be able to look at all this live. I feel like this is more valuable than those fractal charts I put out, especially like the main ones. But as long as you have the buy sell, where our pivots, overnight highs, overnight lows, kind of keep it simple, um, and whatnot. The 50% zone I added in. This is the 50% between our short and our long. I added in the support and resistances on higher time frames. You have resistance. These have been working out pretty well. And then if it says XPX, that's XPX level, but it's on ES. But the thing is, it doesn't show that overnight session. So sometimes it's been pretty nice lately, or not lately, because the overnight session is kind of making all the move, and the during the day session has kind of been a boring, slow grind. So with XPX, if we have kind of a decent overnight session and a decent normal session, the SPX levels on the ES chart, you just do them. I do the math every day. Should work out pretty well. Awesome. We do have data at 9:30. I think no, 9:45 and 10 on my morning watch. I put the monthly data, so that was pretty cool. But 9:45 we have manufacturing PMI, and 10 o'clock we have ISM. April 3rd. We are closed. Oh, the market's closed Friday. We have non-farm payroll. That's interesting. I thought the market was closed for Good Friday, but on my data, it's showing that it has non-farm payroll or a change in non-farm payroll. They shouldn't really be releasing that on a holiday. So, probably take it slow. Tesla, or the Tesla put we got, or I got. They had the delivery numbers. They actually killed delivery numbers, but just seeing this run up, I mean, to run up to the delivery numbers, that's just kind of just like buy the rumor, sell the news. So, took a stab at that. Not bad. Try getting a little trim out here before close. They had 2.8, didn't happen. But Didn't happen. So we're looking, we are in our long zone, but our long zone's pretty big. 50% long zone's off. That's off for some reason. A lot of my Excel, I did this really super, super quick this morning, so something's maybe off. We do have our long zone, our outlier 198. Definitely watching that 200 level, and then we should be able to hit back down, 197. Let me gap up. We did gap up a little bit. A little gap here from Thursday to Friday. There's a little liquidity down at 41.28, 41.25, 41.20. That's about it. There's really not much liquidity. We're pretty much smack dab in the middle of our overnight session. Um, our overnight session profile. Yes, holding up a little bit just because that oil pop up. Thank you. And go. We had that overall pop up on oil. Decent move. Whatnot. NQ's taking a little hit. Watching, main thing, we still didn't fill the gap on NQ. ES did basically almost fill the gap. I think I had a little bit more to go. But technically, I think it filled. Just go ahead and mark that up. Remember, we're so strong the last couple days because we had that gap and goes. So if we're not able to fill that gap and show weakness, definitely we should be dropping a little bit. Got a little gap. These boxes are just the fair value gaps in the 5 minutes. SPY's really not showing down much from close. Q's down to 318. That's crazy. Q's are at 318. Four minutes. To last week's it was like the mark goes up. That could be a good downside target. No, it's like to kind of see where we were yesterday. Yesterday we're at the highs. We're at that gap, which could have been with end of the quarter. So it is the beginning of the quarter. I was like the markup overnight PO. It is the beginning of the quarter. You can see a good inflow of cash into stock. So definitely watching that. Right now, we're in between yesterday's. For more upside, we want to see us break 41.42. Definitely watching overnight lows. If we break below overnight lows, we have kind of this overnight or yesterday where we kind of Friday where we kind of just had a decent balance. Gonna be watching that. If not, we're gonna head back down to that 4110, which is half back. But not sure what today's gonna bring. Trying to sit, kind of keep an open mind. You guys don't subscribe. I appreciate y'all if y'all subscribe up. Over Apex doing their everything went crazy. Half off resets, go ahead and knock those out. If you do have a bigger, if you have the 300K, 100K, that's crazy killer price for y'all. If you have that. If not, Apex Excalibur 50 is my code. And we're gonna open in about 30 seconds. Get my Tesla. We are open. Also seems to be Ivy kind of hit it a little bit. Opening print. Try to stay bullish above opening print. Bearish below. So that 4135 seems to be like where we're having our hiccup. Real break above that, we should see 4143. Remember, we have data at what's up, Brad? We have data at 9:45 and data at 10. $41.28, $41.25 has some decent liquidity down below. Tesla coming out of that support level right there on 199.28. Beautiful. SPX bounced off 4,100. Want to see some downside? Definitely going to watch 4,100. Looks like XPX filling the gap. Yes, it's going for those overnight highs. I'm only delayed 4 seconds. That's pretty good. There we are, taking our overnight highs. Let's see if they wick it and drop it. See what they're going to do here. It seems like a lot of volume to the upside on this on book map. Yesterday's POC is 41.39. 41.35. So 41.43 we're probably heading to, which would be yesterday's highs. But data, of course, so changes everything. Ooh, Apple's green. There's yes, basically gap filling, hitting that yesterday POC is gonna hit a little, catch a little mark. We're looking at 41.43, hopefully up to the upside. With 41.31 could hold. Yes, turning green. It seems like they're just overnight kind of resetting RSI, resetting everything, and then just pushing during the day. Here comes that 41.43. See how that works out. Even though it's delayed, it still works out. So we're watching that to see what happens up here. So we're at 35.13, 43. Basically saw it. It's 7-point move off the fractals. I got a few left. Most profit at open. I took most of that profit open. I still want an overall market kind of pullback. Yesterday, last week, basically, look at the strong move up last week. A lot of fair value gaps, a lot of gaps. Like this, we have a strong move down. We eventually filled it in. So like kind of possibly a little retrace back down and then a push. But it seems like we've just been pushing nonstop. There's that 41.43. The main thing with those big gap downs, I mean, you got to take your take the profit at open. Looks like didn't really should have been better, but it looked like theta hit kind of not theta, but IV crush a little bit. Nice bounce from our support, so we got to break that 199. Get below the 199, we should drop pretty well. That 150 zone's off. Apple beast mode. It's still delayed a little bit. 9:30. Oh, 43. We're looking for 57. AMD kind of hitting the long zone there. I was waiting for that to load up. So kind of both map looks like on ES right now. They're kind of stacked up below. See how we moved up and it came in, kept moving up, came in. So it looks like if they are able to break these stops, 230, 226, 229, 260. That's crazy. POC is moving up to where it's at right now. 41.41 is the new POC. So there we are. They wicked yesterday's highs. So let's see what they're going to do there. It was at 57, hit 43. So we hit that 43. Look at that 43, and we came down 43. That resistance, beautiful. Data coming out in less than a minute. But Rashawn or Machine Bison, if I mean Tesla's green, that's can't complain about that. You're still holding. Liquidity is going away. Yeah. Like last week, data just pushed us up, kept pushing us up, kept pushing us up. So see what they do. 4150 has like 320 still. Data did come out. $49.2, expected 49.3. If they catch some buyers above yesterday's highs, this is crazy how we're just keep going. Above 43, we should see 57. 15 minute. I don't have my insight. Huh. Maybe it's yeah. Or color yellow, yellow shapes. 30 minute was inside right there. Open. Push up 57. Over that, we see 66. hitting that 50 liquidity. All that was sitting up there. They've been sitting up there. They help through data, so they usually they help through data. It's kind of as old as Tesla. They're looking pretty bad. Those puts aren't really moving. Non-stop dip buying. That 4100 bounce on SPX. Beautiful. Is just getting to that 4143 right now. That 4150 is going to be a tough spot. That Tesla drop. There we go. Nvidia's dead smack in the middle. Amazon off that long 5,000. Still got data at 10. But machine, you're looking good on Tesla right now. 0.21, so it's not, you know, not the best. Still only like 30%. Apple coming on the first resistance 166.1. Like 4144 is low volume node. Back down to POC at 4141. What's Ox? Nothing. Data in 8 seconds. Oh no, we still got 5 minutes. Yeah, a lot of liquidity coming in at 4147. Like 330 sitting there. The volume profile is pretty solid there. I broke through it, refilled, absorbed. About 4,000 on the volume profile there in the last 6 minutes. Nice drop. There's that weird drop. See if they recover it and then went down. They're doing that all last week. In that 13. Oh, I don't think these are right. Oh yeah, we got a while to start EMAs and VWAP down there. There's our decent drop. Peak money line is never mind. That's better. Got it coming out in 5 seconds. Let's do it. You guys think up or down? Up or down? Up. Initially up. 46.3 versus 47.7. Estimated for 7.5. So manufacturing went down. Do I know what that means? Nope. It means let the market settle and wait for a decent play. That is always pushing the market. Y'all have a good weekend. If NQ fill the gap. No, NQ's not even close to the gap. That 4150 we can't break. EOC moved up to 41.46. Yeah, it was nice here. I mean, I live in North Carolina, so we did like Friday. We went on the train. That was awesome. It was beautiful weather to walk. Went to like a children's museum. Saturday, my son had a birthday party at a karate studio. That was pretty cool. And then Sunday we did like an Easter egg hunt. It was nice weather. Felt weird. Got home yesterday and I was like, I haven't even looked at charts all weekend. So let's see if they break that 4150. We should push really well. Up to 4157. Like that. They don't want it. Then 4150. Cement looking a little strange. Oh yeah, it is off. Sorry, Steven. Realized I got up and had to say something to my son. I sometimes like to listen to myself in the background. So I can know that. So 57, 98, so 58. Still trying to get that 58. Above that, we should see 66. I mean, as of right now, there's really no sign of shorting the market. Here's our uptrend. We're staying up. We're pulling away from these EMA's VWAP. We can see a little pullback, but it just seems like the pullbacks overnight. They kind of reset the RSI a little bit to have us push there today. 4160 has 382 lots. So if we push through that, we should. There's nothing above it as of now. If you're grabbing puts, you should be months out. 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour. See what oil, how'd oil do? That huge gap up and it hasn't really been doing anything. And Q right here, here's that gap. EA's been in a beast mode. Coin. Microsoft doing Microsoft hitting yesterday's close. Nice bounce off that long 5,000 up to pivot. Same with Amazon. Haven't been able to get that 57. Liquidity went away below. There's really nothing below, just above. About 5,000 lots at 4155 right now on the volume profile. By breaking a longer term trend. Oh, let's go look at it. Some doing some weird stuff on SPY. Longer term trend line. Have this one. We haven't broken yet. No weekly, but the daily. Maybe we could say that one we've broken already, so we really haven't had colors. Coming up on this one. Or you could consider that a trend. We're at right now. 1, 2. But I like to see 3. So that's the main thing. But that weekly looks a lot better because it's a weekly chart. Really looking for on SPY is what's a break that monthly high. High. And we have a little. Seems like we have a little gap here. I don't know if we've completely filled that gap there. $54, 57. So 57.66. Yeah, getting closer. It's hard. Like I wanna grab some long term puts. It's all right. Back. I don't know why. Here's the decent drop. Seven's a no go right